back with another video. I am going to show you how I make my Marry Me chicken my way. So let's start out with our ingredients. So I used about a tablespoon and a half of salt, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, a tablespoon of red pepper flakes, 2 cups of chicken broth, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, 2 12-ounce packages of Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of bay leaves and thyme. I almost forgot. Then I also use chicken tenders. You may use boneless, skinless chicken breast. I chose chicken tenders because that is what I had on hand. And I also forgot the sun-dried tomatoes. I used 2 packages of these sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, to my 365-degree oil, I will be adding my chicken tenders. You do not have to deep fry your chicken tenders. You can just use 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of butter, and dust it in a little flour and just pan sear them. This step is completely optional. I did not season my chicken tenders. I seasoned my flour with a little salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and equal parts of flour and chicken flour. I like the Louisiana chicken flour, and I usually add it to all my chicken. So it was just equal parts of flour and Louisiana chicken fry mix. These are how my chicken tenders came out, light gold and crispy. I cooked them for about 6 to 8 minutes until done. Next, in my electric skillet, I will be adding 1 stick of butter. This step, I would recommend really using only a half a stick. I was making a big portion, but I feel like that 1 stick of butter was too much. So I would recommend just only using a half a stick of butter. So I have my electric skillet on medium to medium high heat through this process. I cut it up a little bit to kind of melt the butter a little bit faster. And with my butter, next I'll be adding my 3 tablespoons of garlic. I love garlic. You do not have to use that much garlic. The recipe originally called for about 3 cloves, but like I said, I'm doubling my recipe, so I put about 3 tablespoons to kind of almost equal up 6 cloves of garlic. But like I said, I am making a big batch. I actually doubled my recipe. So do not walk away from your skillet. You want to make sure you do not burn your garlic. If you go away from your garlic too long, especially if you're using the 2 tablespoons of butter and the olive oil, you know, it'll quickly burn. So you want to stay as close to your skillet or electric skillet as possible and not burn your garlic. So I'm just scraping the sides down and making sure I get that garlic all cooked, and I'm just cooking it until it is fragrant. And to my garlic next, I'm going to be adding 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. The original recipe is 1, but like I said, I'm making a double batch because I'm cooking for my family and also my sister's family. So we're just, you know, we make dinner for each other's at times. So I was doubling the recipe to make sure I had enough for her family and my family. Next, I'll be adding those 2 12-ounce packages of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to stir it around until it's almost completely melted, and then I'm going to add my chicken stock. No, I'm going to add my seasonings. The seasonings that I showed you in the beginning of the video, the black pepper, salt, Italian seasoning, thyme, and the bay leaves. That is what's in that cup that I just poured in there, and the red pepper flakes. So I'm just going to stir that up, and I just added 2 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to stir it until I no longer see like stringy cheese hanging off of my spatula. Right now, it looks thin, but I promise you, it will thicken up. I promise you. Once you add your chicken, it'll thicken up. So right now, I'm just trying to make sure that all that cheese is getting melted. And once I see no more stringiness hanging off of my spatula, I will add my chicken. I will add my tomatoes. As I said, I am going to be adding 2 packages of the sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to stir that in. I left my other one in the pantry. I thought I had both of them, so I had to run to the pantry real quick to grab my other package of my sun-dried tomatoes. Oh, if you could smell this right now. It smells so good. And so, like I said, once I see no more of the cheese strings hanging on my spatula, then I will be adding my chicken tenders to my skillet. Sorry if my hand is in the way. I'm just trying to get a good view of my electric skillet. Right there, I was turning it down some because it was trying to cook too fast, so I was turning my electric skillet down. Now I'm going to be adding my chicken tenders in a second, I guess. Oh, I was cutting it down again because you see how the bubbles are kind of coming up fast. It had me a little nervous, so I was trying to get it turned down. Okay, right here, I'm just tasting it and making sure that I didn't need to add anything else, and I didn't. The taste was perfect. Oh my goodness. It looks like I need to have been cutting it down a little bit more. I think I do cut it down a little bit more because it's cooking a little fast. You want to keep your skillet, your electric skillet, on a medium to medium high, if not, a medium low. I will cut this down to a medium. I will cut this down to a medium low to low once I get all my chicken tenders in my skillet. And as I said, it looks thin right now, but the flour that I fried my chicken tenders in, the flour that's on the chicken tenders will help thicken that sauce up. So right now I'm trying to get all of them pushed into that sauce and under that sauce, trying to move some of my tomatoes up from the bottom so that they won't get caught at the bottom or try to burn. So you'll see me here trying to get the tomatoes up to the top. And like I said, I'm going to cut this down to a simmer. And I'm going to let it cook for about 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how much that sauce thickened up, because it will thicken up. Just trust the process. It may not look like it's going to thicken up right now, but it will. It's going to thicken up. All right, I'm putting my lid on, and then I'm going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to be making my pasta. You can pair this with any starch. You can pair it with rice. You can pair it with pasta noodles. You can also pair it with potatoes. If you want a healthier option, you can pair it with cauliflower rice or, the mashed cauliflower for a healthier option. And then pan sear it instead of deep frying it for, kind of a more healthy option. But I chose pasta. You can even choose like panini pasta, bow tie pasta, rigatoni pasta, any of starch of your choosing or any healthier option of your choosing. I'm trying to get all this pasta down in the pot, and I'm going to place the top on, and I'm going to cook it until it's al dente. I did add salt into my water, so not much. I would say maybe a tablespoon, if that, or half a tablespoon. I added to my water. Okay, I'm going to show you how the sauce did thicken. Like I said, I turned it down. So it may not look like it's cooking. It's just cooking on slow because I don't want my sauce to burn. But it is cooking. It's just turned down. The color will change to a little bit darker by the time it's completely finished. But look how that sauce thickened up. Like I said, trust the process. Okay, now it's time for me to plate it up for you guys. I'm getting my bowl. Okay, so I'm going to add just a little pasta to my bowl. My pasta, I had just drained it. And I'm going to add a chicken tender and some of that sauce. Oh, look at that sauce. It looks so delicious. And it is delicious. You guys need to try this recipe out. I'm telling you, you will love it. I tried to get a good angle on my bowl. I'm sorry, you guys, that I did not get a better angle than this. But I was trying to show it to you. Y'all, it's Big Daddy, you know it. The big one in the house. I'm gonna try my mama's Mary Meat Chicken. You know that? Whew. Oh, yeah. Well, that's busting right here. Like, take me another bite of this. Yeah, 10 out of 10. All right, there you have it, Mary Meat Chicken. Thank you, Interior, for tasting this recipe for me. When he made that I was messing with him in the background. Alrighty, I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Bye-bye.